Sam pushed his cart of cleaning supplies into the boardroom on the 50th floor, feeling like he was touching the clouds. The thick white carpet muffled his steps as he moved quietly, blending into the shadows. Sam was used to being invisible, just another fixture in a world of expensive suits. He emptied trash cans and wiped windows, listening as the executives discussed buying wonder toys. Sam remembered the company from his childhood, a small business making beautiful wooden toys. He still kept one on his shelf at home. The executives hung on every word from Mr. Sterling, a billionaire with a booming voice. They nodded nervously, eager to impress. Sam, just a janitor, listened closely. He read business news every night at the library, learning about companies like Wonder Toys and men like Sterling. As he worked, he realized something about the deal sounded wrong. The number they discussed, $200 million, felt off. Sam's stomach tightened with worry. He knew he was just the janitor, but he also knew how to listen. And tonight, what he heard didn't add up. He finished his work, but couldn't shake the feeling that something was very, very wrong. The invisible man had noticed what no one else did. Mr. Sterling slammed his hand on the table, his voice echoing. "This is the deal of a lifetime." He waved a thick report, insisting Wonder Toys was a gold mine. The executives flinched, too afraid to challenge him. Miss Diaz hesitated, questioning the high price. Sterling's glare silenced her instantly. "Are you questioning me? The report says 200 million. End of story." The room froze, fear thick in the air. Sam watched from the corner, feeling the knot in his stomach tighten. He remembered a recent market report about toy companies. Something didn't match up. The executives rushed to prepare contracts, eager to please Sterling. Sam knew if he spoke up, he risked everything. But the number was wrong, and he couldn't ignore it. He was just a janitor, but he had read enough to know a disaster was about to happen. As the meeting ended, Sam's heart pounded. He had to decide, stay silent or speak the truth. The line roared and everyone cowered except the invisible man. Sam took a deep breath, ready to do the unthinkable. Sometimes courage comes from the quietest corner. Sam lingered as the executives gathered their papers, relief on their faces. He thought of the families at Wonder Toys and the jobs at risk if Sterling overpaid. The blue report sat on the table, ignored by everyone but Sam and Miss Diaz, who looked worried. Sam's mind raced. What if he was wrong? What if he lost his job? But what if he was right? He watched Sterling bark orders, caring only about money. For the workers, this deal was everything. Sam pushed his cart closer, eyes fixed on the report. No one noticed him. He was still invisible. He reached for the binder, telling himself he was just moving it to clean. But he knew he was about to do something bigger. The room buzzed with low voices, oblivious to the storm about to break. Sam's heart raced. He was tired of bullies winning. He reached for the report, ready to speak up. Sometimes a whisper can change everything. "Excuse me," Sam said quietly. The room fell silent as every head turned. Sam stood by the head of the table, hand on the blue report. Sterling glared, dismissing him. "Get back to work." But Sam didn't move. He cleared his throat, firmer this time. "Mr. Sterling, I think there's a mistake in your report." Shock rippled through the room, a janitor challenging a billionaire. Miss Diaz looked at Sam with hope. The others were stunned. Sterling's anger grew. "You, a janitor, found a mistake?" He laughed, but there was no humor. "Go on, enlighten us." Sam didn't flinch. He opened the binder, ready to show them what they'd missed. The gamble was on. The invisible man was finally seen. The room held its breath. Sam pointed to the truth, hidden in plain sight. Sometimes the quietest voice is the one that matters most. Sam flipped through the blue binder, ignoring Sterling's glare. He moved past the flashy charts to the appendix, page 84. "Your analyst did a thorough job, sir," Sam said, "but the most recent market summary is here." He turned the binder for all to see. Miss Diaz gasped, grabbing her own copy. The page showed a new plastic toy had flooded the market, crushing sales for wooden toys like Wonder Toys. Sales had dropped by 70%. The gold mine was collapsing. Sterling stared, speechless. The executives leaned in, disbelief turning to shock. Sam's calm voice cut through the tension. "The numbers on the first pages are old. The real story is in the back." The truth was undeniable. The deal was a disaster waiting to happen. The Invisible Man had saved them all. Sometimes the smallest detail changes everything. The room was never the same again. The truth was out. Wonder Toys was worth a fraction of what Sterling thought. Shock and respect replaced anger on Sterling's face. The executives murmured, realizing Sam had saved them from ruin. Miss Diaz confirmed the numbers. Everyone looked to Sam. He was no longer invisible. Sterling finally spoke, voice quiet. "How did you know?" Sam shrugged. "I read the business news. The number just didn't sound right." Sterling smiled, humbled. "I need people like you. Name your price. You're my new senior advisor." The offer was everything. Money, power, respect. The room waited for Sam's answer. He looked at the faces around him, then at his own hands. He thought about what really mattered. The offer was gold, but respect had to be earned. Sam paused, considering. The room held its breath. Sometimes the richest offer isn't the one you take. Sam's answer would surprise them all. The janitor had become the hero. The choice was his. And Sam, the janitor, was the richest of them all.
What's something people don't know about stories? They never truly end. There's always a new adventure waiting for you. Just pick your next tale and I'll meet you there. Subscribe to the Story Circle and let me know which story I should tell next in the comments.